Back again at your favorite Disney dork Dave with two of the Met Channel's mascots. This is Nala. She wanted to say hi before she gets all crazy. Right? You want to go now? You want to stay? You want to go? Alright, bye. So, before we get started with all of this stuff here, I did just want to give not a shout out, but more of a, we're thinking of you, California. I know the fires, what are you doing? I know the fires are about an hour away from Disneyland. I don't think they're going to get to Disneyland. But there was a lot of loss, a lot of damage. A ton of houses gone. Anybody can give donations in any way, that would be great. Also, I'm on the bit of a subscriber hunt. So my birthday is in June, and I'm hoping that if I can get 100 subscribers by June, I am going to do a $100 Disney Store gift card. If I can get them by June, hopefully I can. And the third thing, which, a little self-promotion, me and my best friend Dave started a wrestling podcast, D&D Talk Wrestling. It's going to be, I'm going to have it down below, but if you guys can go over there too, we are doing an announcement on there this week, but that would be awesome. But now that that's all done and out of the way, what is all this? What's going on here? Well, in January and February, usually there is a festival. There's a festival all year in EPCOT. But in January, February, it is the Festival of the Arts. Some people like to call it farts. It's kind of funny. But its mascot is Figment. And if you couldn't tell, kind of a big, I don't know, I like Figment. I like dragons. Shout out Cisco. I like dragons. I don't know. These are just some of the things. This is last year's little plush. I don't know if they're doing one this year. This is a popcorn bucket from 2 years ago. This is the last year's popcorn bucket. I do have an order in for this year's popcorn bucket. So when that comes in, I'll probably talk about the company and how I got them and how you guys can use them if you don't happen to be down there. But along with all of this, I am going to cheat and use my phone. There's always I guess you can call it a hide and seek of sorts for every festival. The Festival of the Arts one is called Figment's Brush with the Masters Scavenger Hunt. That's scavenger hunt, not hide and seek. So in World Showcase in every country, for this one, there will be a picture. I don't know if they're always the same, but I know one year Figment was done up as Mona Lisa. Figment was on the boat with George Washington. So you go to two, I think maybe 3 stores. You can buy the map. If you're an annual pass holder, DVC, you can get a discount on the map. But you can buy the map, you get stickers. You go around World Showcase. You find wherever the picture is. You match the sticker on the map. You put the map on. Then at the end, you can go and claim a prize. It's been mugs, glasses, little lunchbox, cool little things like that. I think the Christmas one does like ornaments and stuff. I like doing the scavenger hunts because it gets you to go through every store and go around World Showcase. I think it's fun. I'm dumb and I do it at night, so I can never find anything. But along with that, there is also every festival has food booths. So I wanted to go over some of the things that I think would be cool for the food booths. Let me turn. That's better. What I would think would be cool to eat at the food booths. Along with the scavenger hunt, when you walk in to the park, where the park maps are, there's a little pamphlet for whatever festival. In there, there's another kind of scavenger hunt, but not really. It's called The Wonderful Walk of Colorful Cuisine. I must have said it wrong. So during that, you can, I believe it's 6, you can get 6 stamps from different places on certain things that you buy. And then you get a completer. Sometimes the completer thing is a cookie. So the completer part is free. Sometimes the completer is a cookie, a smoothie. Usually so for Christmas or for the holiday one, it was stuff to make your own sugar cookies, which was kind of cool. But as I'm going through the menu, I will talk about whatever is on the colorful walk of cuisine. You'll be able to tell if you get the little pamphlet, because there will be a little palette with the colors that like artists use. That would be next to it. What are you doing, yo? Hi. So this, and I'm on the Disney Parks blog. I will link this down below as well. So this has a lot of the menus, there's a lot of new stuff. The first one that they have on here is Communicore Plaza, has the opening bites. There's nothing, I mean, it's seafood, which I'm not a big seafood guy, but the one thing for the colorful walk is an enchanted rose. It's a milk chocolate rose with raspberry and rose and a rose center. It sounds kind of good. There is a picture of it. If you click the link, you will see a picture of that. A lot of the booths also have alcohol or beer. Sometimes they have beer flights you can get. You can do whatever. This one doesn't have anything that sticks out to me in general. The next spot is Connections Eatery, which is hooked up to their Starbucks. So it's Connections Eatery and Connections Cafe. They have a Figment Liege waffle with ube filling. I know ube's like vegan, I believe, or something. I don't care. I would get it. It's got Figment on it. The Liege waffles are cool. They're thicker waffles, and they have the harder sugar, not harder sugar. I forget what the sugar's called, but it's bigger chunks of sugar that you can actually see in them. They also have a Imagination lemonade, which sounds really good. It's a Minute Maid premium lemonade topped with butterfly, pea tea, and lavender. It's non-alcoholic, but you can get a shot of vodka in it. So, a shot of vodka, why not? The next place that they have on here is the fictional victuals menu. That's hard to say. A lot of the stuff, like colorful walk of cuisine, that's kind of a hard word too, at least for me. There's nothing on this one for the colorful walk. They do have a black cocoa brownie with ube icing, coral tuile, and a sponge cake. That sounds kind of good. That's new for this year. One of the drinks on here, which if I was going, which I'm not, I don't think I've ever gone to a Festival of the Arts. Maybe the first one or the second one. I would get this butterscotch milkshake with chocolate nut ganache. That sounds amazing. I would try to see if I can get a shot of alcohol in it too. All right. You're now you're in timeout. Now everybody can see you be crazy. Now everyone can see you be crazy. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. They're gonna see you be crazy. So the next booth that is listed on here is the Deconstructed Dish menu. This one's a returning booth. I think they've had the same stuff. Yeah, there's nothing new. They've always had the same stuff. They have a deconstructed BLT, which sounds really good. Besides the soft poached egg. But soft poached egg, pork belly, onion bread pudding, and a tomato jam. That actually sounds really good. Like a BLT dipped in a soup. They also have for the colorful walk. For the colorful walk, they have a deconstructed key lime pie. Flexible key lime curd, key lime mousse, and graham cracker cake and meringue. That sounds really good. I've seen some YouTubers from the past couple of years get it, and they're usually really good. The beverages, they have a deconstructed strawberry mint julep, frozen mint and simple syrup blended with strawberry puree. Again, non-alcohol, but this booth has bourbon, so I would see if I can get a shot of bourbon in it. The next booth, which I would probably get everything in it, only because it's called Figment's Imagination Station. It has a rainbow cake topped with freeze-popped Skittles. I'm looking at it and I can't read words. That sounds really good. And then for the colorful walk, they have a raspberry pastry tart. Sugar cookie with raspberry and lemon cream cheese filling. It's just a Pop-Tart. I don't mean they can't say the word Pop-Tart, but Disney has these all over the parks, and they're just fancier Pop-Tarts. They have a Figment Imagination lemonade with choices of flavors. It doesn't list the flavors, but a Figment Imagination lemonade, especially if it comes in a Figment cup. Yeah, I mean, count me in. I'm down. They have the pop. They're talking about and showing the popcorn bucket, which, yes, I will be getting my orders already in with. As I said, I will talk about the company when it all comes. The next booth on here is the Craftsman's Courtyard menu. I don't want to say this is more fancier food, but I see roasted bone marrow with an onion marmalade, a beef Wellington, cast iron mussels. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on all that. Like, that's too much. Like, I feel like that's a lot of food. They're not big portions, but it's not super warm, but it's still warmer there now, and that just seems that would if I did like that stuff, that would put me out. It would knock me right out. What's next? I'm gonna screw it up. I apologize already. So the next booth in Mexico, once you start and you go to the left, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to start in Mexico and go to Canada. I don't care what anybody says. We're not talking about it either. That's what we do. La Artista Hamburrito menu. Again, it's in Mexico. They have a carne asada. They have a croqueta. That all sounds pretty good. There's a new drink, Floridita. Blanco tequila, citrus juice, orange liquor, and grapefruit soda with a hint of Apriol. I don't know what Apriol is, but that drink actually sounds really good. There's no new food. That's a new drink. They also have a Strawberry Fields margarita, which I believe they always have, no matter what. Then the next place is called, get ready for this one, the Painted Panda. It's kind of a lame name. It's in China, though. They have a General Tso's chicken, which I've gotten at another festival, which is really good. They have an egg tart, Hong Kong style egg custard tart. That sounds alright. I don't know, an egg tart. I don't know, anything egg if it's not breakfast. To me, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. Well, there's a new beverage though, strawberry bubble milk tea. That sounds really good. I like those. I'm weird. I like the weird drinks from like China and Japan, and I forget what the other. Is it Norway has other weird drinks in their booth too? So the Refreshment Outpost has a big chocolate chip cookie. It looks like an artist palette that you would paint stuff on, and it does come with an actual paintbrush, and the icing they just have drips on, so you can pick it up and paint it for yourself. Nothing really. That's the only thing. That's just a small little booth. There's nothing really there. The next booth in Germany, the Pastel Palette menu, has the new item for that menu is a pork and white bean cassoulet with sausage and crispy pork rinds. That doesn't sound too bad. Black Forest cake. Black Forest cake is really good. That would be something I would definitely get. So why are you shaking? What's your issue? She hears the truck outside. There's a UPS truck out dropping presents off. So the next one is in Italy. It's L'Art de Mangerie menu. It had this one. So this is something we're gonna start. This is a little snippet into our wrestling podcast. This week we're starting who do you want to cut a promo on? Basically, if you're not a wrestling fan, which I know it's a very niche thing, cutting a promo. Who are you talking trash to? Italy, I want to cut a promo on you. It doesn't matter what you put in your booth, how good it is, how big the portions are. It is always so expensive for no reason. It's always dumb expensive. I wish this had the prices in it, but every video I've ever watched, every time I've ever gone, every TikTok I've ever seen, the food is decent, it's okay, it's good, but it's so expensive for no reason. I know you're Italy, I know you're supposed to be fancy and this and that. It don't matter. You don't need to be this expensive. This is supposed to be like, this is stuff you can actually get. Nobody's gonna go there and spend more than what it's gonna be here. This is just a sample. I'm guessing prices. I'm not 100% sure. If I'm wrong, cool. I'll come out later and say I'm wrong. You have a tricolor, cheese-filled Rotovini with cream and pesto sauce. I guarantee you this is at least $20 for 3 ravioli with different sauces on them. It's going to be at least $15 to $20. For what? I can make a whole dinner. I can go to Olive Garden and get this and more for $20. That's it. That's my little rant. That's what you're going to see That's my little promo. That's what you're going to see on the other channel when you go follow the other channel. Because I know you're going to go follow the other channel. Because you want to support me. You want to support this one. She'll be on the other channel eventually. I know you're going to go over there. Go over there and have fun. Talk trash about us. Cut a promo on us in the comments. That's fine. That's cool. I'm done. That's over. I'm sorry. Let's get back to Disney and the menu. So the next one is the Artist Table, which is in America. Which, I know, World Showcase, but yes, they have America. They have cool stuff. This year they have, which looks really good, which is kind of funny, a chicken pot pie with smoked cheddar sauce, roasted vegetables, pickled mushrooms, wasabi peas, and a sherry chicken jus served over open-faced flaky pie crust. That don't sound too bad. Besides the mushrooms and the peas, that can kick rocks. They have a hummingbird cake. They always do. Everyone loves the hummingbird cake. They have a bunch of new drinks. They have Lost Coast Brewery peanut butter chocolate milk stout. I'm not a stout guy. I like ciders and, Mikes and drinks like that. And I would try that though. They also have a Wicked Weed Brewing Pineapple Daydream IPA. That I would try. I like IPAs. When I talk about another park and I talk about the drink they got rid of that I substituted a different drink with, it was good. It was alright. Next, there's a little funnel cake booth. They always have something different. I don't ever get a funnel cake from there. I would get this funnel cake. Cotton candy funnel cake topped with powdered sugar, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, pink and purple sugar dusting, and cotton candy crunch. I would get that and I'd be up for like a day. That sounds amazing. I'm drooling thinking about that. That sounds really good. Here we go again, screwing up a name of a booth. Kashiki? I probably got it right. Now that I should be confident. I got it right. Kashiki. They have a taiyaki. I think that's how you say it. It's a fish-shaped dough with bean filled. I bet. Let's see. Crisp, flaky fish-shaped pastry filled with sweet red bean. I've watched a couple people go over and actually get one of these from Japan. It's kind of how I knew what it was. A wagyu bun. Those are always really good. The sushi donut. I'm not a sushi guy. It looks really cool. It's rice in the shape of a donut with the sushi layered over it. It looks really cool. I'm not a sushi guy. Oddly enough, now that I'm going through this so America, if you start in the front of EPCOT, America is basically halfway. I'm not seeing a lot of stuff for the colorful walk of cuisine, which is kind of weird. Unless they forgot to label it, which they could be. The next one is the Tangerine Cafe in Morocco. This isn't a photo booth. This isn't a food booth. This is an actual building. I believe it used to be a restaurant, and then they stopped having the restaurant for COVID, and now they just use it for their food booth. And oddly enough, now that I say I haven't seen a palette, now I see one. It is a avocado coconut custard tart with pomegranate cream and henna-inspired veal. A coconut custard, okay. Avocado coconut custard? Nah, I'm good. I'm alright. I don't do... This is a joke. I tell all my friends. I tell everybody. I'm allergic to green food. I'm not, but that's what I like to say. But avocado? Nah, I'm good. I'm alright on that. That can chill. Vibrant and Video Encanto Casino menu. So last year, this was inspired from the movie Encanto. I don't really think... I haven't watched the movie since it first came out. I don't think they talk about food, though. I know it's mostly about the house and the powers and everything, but at least I don't remember them talking about food. There's another item for the colorful walk. It is the chorizo and potato empanada with turmeric aioli. That sounds really good. That chorizo and potato empanada, I'll take 2 of those. That reminds me. That's funny enough that I say I take 2 of those. As you're going and doing the colorful walk, and you're like me, like I haven't really, nothing's really stuck out to me for this to get the stamps, but I always like to do it because yes, you're paying for 4 or 5 of them, but the last one is just a completer. Hey, you did it. Here's your reward. You can go and I can go and I can get 5 of these chorizo and potato empanadas. They'll stamp it for you 5 times. You also don't have to do it in one day. You can go back if you're there for a week, 10 days, live there. You can go back as long as the festival is going on. It doesn't need to be one day. You can go every day and get a stamp if you want. They also have a new layered tropical berry smoothie, wild berry, pina colada, and strawberry. That sounds really good. They also have it with Sailor Jerry rum. Sign me up, Sailor. I'll take some of that. So the next booth is the l'Art de Cuisine from France. France is another one. I'm not going to do it again. France is another one that has like escargot and stuff like that. I get it, but it's so expensive. It's so expensive for a food booth. I don't get it. It doesn't really need to be that I think of it, at least. So the next is Canada Gourmet Landscapes. They don't have, so it's not this festival. I like to get, I believe it's Canada. Sometimes they have a bacon and cheese soup and a bread bowl. Sometimes I get that even when I go and it's 80 degrees. I don't know why. It's just really good, and I'm not a big Canada fan. They do have, for the colorful walk, the citrus braised beet tartare with golden beet egg yolk. That does not sound good at all. So next to Canada, if you're starting in the front of EPCOT, you go to the left, which is what you're supposed to do. It's Mexico. You go all the way around, you end in Canada. So between Canada and the beginning, there's a little refreshment port. A lot of times they have poutine, which, as I just say, I'm not a Canada fan. I like poutine. Cheese, gravy, French fries. Who's not gonna like that? They have a special one. They have a caprese poutine with Tuscan spiced French fries, confit tomatoes, slivered garlic, mozzarella pearls, basil pesto, chef pecorino, and balsamic glaze. That sounds good. I would try that because it's only little. What is it? It's confit tomatoes, which in the picture it's just little ones. I just move them to the side. I don't like whole tomatoes like that. Then along from there is the Deco Delights menu, which has the next food item for the colorful walk. Is an almond frangipane cake layered with raspberry jam and Belgian chocolate. To go along with that, this sounds really good. Three Daughters Brewing Vanilla Bean Ice Cream Beer. I would absolutely try that. That sounds really good. I've had Three Daughters drinks. I haven't had Three Daughters. This is a PG channel. I've had Three Daughters Brewing drinks before. They're really good. They're not bad. So the next one is the Swirled Showcase, which is the ice cream booth, which I really like. A lot of the seasonal ice creams they've had. In October, they had an apple cinnamon ice cream, and it was really good. They have a bubblegum soft serve. Bubblegum soft serve ice cream, to me, sounds really good. I would absolutely try a bubblegum soft serve. They have an imagination cone, bubblegum soft serve, and a lavender cone, sparks of imagination with white chocolate wings. It says sparks in parentheses. I don't know what that would be, but that's a figment food. I would get it. Any kind of figment food I would get. I know I see you. Hi. So I believe it's right across the way is the Pop Eats menu. They don't have nothing new. They do have a tomato soup with grilled cheese, which I've always heard is really good. And it's not, at least not this year in this picture. The tomato soup was being a can that was labeled like Festival of the Arts and stuff, like a collectible can, basically, that you can use. You go to the bathroom, clean it out. There you go, you got a souvenir. So around every... Disney has Starbucks, but they also have Joffrey's. I like Joffrey's more than Starbucks because Starbucks is just the... Let's go get Starbucks. Joffrey's is like, it's not Disney's thing, but it's in every park and they have different booths in... every park, but in Epcot, different booths. And then sometimes the booths even have a different drink. This time, I think I would get this drink. It's called the Color Graze Latte and a donut. Espresso, Swiss chocolate syrup, dark chocolate sauce, and milk completed with a frosted donut and whipped cream and topped with M&Ms. M&M milk chocolate minis. It's non-alcoholic, but you can get it with Kahlua. I would absolutely get that with Kahlua. That sounds amazing. They would talk about stuff that, for kids, the kids pick. But that's basically it for the park blog. like I said before, maybe the first one or the second one. In the beginning, it wasn't a big festival. It was, I think the first one wasn't even that long. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I like the festival in Epcot. There's always one going on right now. They're contradicting myself. So right now there's not, because they just got done with Festival of the Holidays for Christmas, and now next week, next week, July. Maybe it is this week. I believe it's July 17th it starts. I'm not going to look it up. I want to be right. I'm going to believe that I'm right. July 17th it starts. So they had 2 or 3 weeks without a festival. In between festivals, there's a week, 2 weeks. I like going. I like going for the scavenger hunts. I like trying to complete the stuff in the little packets. Usually when we go down, when me and my parents go down, we don't get restaurant reservations. We don't really do anything like that. They have an RV, so they usually drive down to the RV, and I fly down a day later, or sometimes a day before. Sometimes I'll drive down and then fly back. It's usually one or the other. So they like going back to the RV, bringing their own food, doing that stuff. I'll just go around to the booths. When I go to Epcot, I won't go and even do a quick service. I'll just go to the booths and get little things and walk like that. I like it more like that. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the Festival of the Arts. I'm hoping to have the package from Festival of the Arts a week or 2 weeks. It will be coming up. I do have the popcorn bucket ordered. I do have every festival I get the pin. I do have a festival pin ordered. So I mean, I'll show that stuff off when it comes in. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. I just wanted to talk about the festival. I'm gonna do this for every festival. I like them more. Let me know down below if there's any food that you see when you go look through that I didn't talk about that you might want to try, or that you agree on me anything, or if you think Italy and France is too expensive, because they're too expensive. But yeah, that's it. What'd you say? Nala said you better like, comment, and subscribe, or she's coming after you and she's gonna lick you to death. So bye.